Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time doing another DC film review, and this one is on Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Now, as you know, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, or as it was also known as Batman the Animated Movie Mask of the Phantasm, was a 1993 animated romantic superhero film which was meant to be based on the popular animated series Batman the Animated Series that lasted from 1992 to 1995 and was meant to be the first animated DC film in the DC animated universe and the only one to get a theatrical release. And keep in mind that, this film is not only meant to explore how Bruce Wayne became Batman, but also exploring his basically relationship with his former love interest, Andrea Belmont, and is meant to take place in between season 1 to 2. And the premise of the film is meant to follow how Bruce Wayne, as Batman, is trying to uncover how mob bosses are being hit one by one and the connection behind it. And of course, has to deal with a new masked killer known as the Phantasm. And we do kind of see how the Phantasm is meant to have this grim Reaper design and is meant to kind of be this kind of more darker, more menacing counterpart to Bruce Wayne. And we do kind of see how over the film, how Andrea Belmont slowly comes back into Bruce's life. And we do see how in a series of flashbacks, how Bruce Wayne remembers how he first met Andrea and starts to question if he wants a love life or really wants to be this symbol of hope Gotham needs. I give it credit that it's at least trying to build up to where I think Bruce Wayne wanted something good to happen to him and wanted this more kind of happy, more sort of love life with someone he might want to be with. But it also makes sense that Batman is always meant to happen. Bruce Wayne is always meant to become Batman. I know the plot also partly mirrors Mike W. Burr's story, Batman Year 2, as well as, the Reaper being closely inspired by the Phantasm. But I think the problem that the film has is that if you already put two to two together, you already know who the Phantasm is going to be. And if you are smart enough, you already know who Andrea and the Phantasm are going to be. And the problem that I think Andrea has as a character, she's just thrown in there as a plot device just to keep the story going. There's nothing else really the writers knew what to do with her. But I kind of give the film credit as well that it knows how it's kind of trying to connect Joker with the mob. It's trying to connect how basically who the Phantasm is going to be. But as long as you've already got the pieces put together, you already know what's going to happen. The story just feels like a long hour episode of Batman the Animated Series made into a single film. And I can see what the film is trying to be like. It's trying to be this detective crime romance story, seeing how a private detective meets their former love, that one person that they knew got away, and there was something about them that kind of leaves them as this kind of big suspect. They're going to end up getting hurt. It's going to have them kind of accepting that, some things weren't always meant to be. But I think the rest of the film knows where it has to go darker and edgier. We know Bruce is meant to strike fear into his enemies, but wouldn't use extreme force. Well, Andrea is meant to be a dark reflection of Bruce. She is quick to basically murder, kill, annihilate, and take out anyone that she feels ruins her life. And we know that, yeah, no matter what Bruce does, it's clear that Andrea was too far gone to get actual help. And yeah, sometimes you might actually have things finally figured out. Others are just either too far gone or just don't really want to admit any responsibility. Is it a good film? Yes. But it's not something that I just don't think it's interesting because, again, the film feels like it's a giant, yeah, crime romance story, just showing how some things aren't always meant to be, and some things aren't always meant to be for a reason. So I think this film definitely deserves 2 thumbs in the middles. That it's an alright film, not great, not bad, just something that feels like it's trying to be Batman Year 2, just wearing the coat of a different paint, and trying to be something it knows it clearly can't exist. And I think the problem is, Andrea's just there as a plot device. I know she would eventually get adapted into the main DC comics and have an appearance in Justice League Unlimited, as well as being in Batman Beyond Universe in some of the other issues in that series. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.